Hey, my name is Mohammed Abdullah and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, as I've read the title and seen the thumbnail. This is not going to be some ordinary video that I've made before in the past. This is actually going to be a very fun video where I talk about all the mischievous things I've done as a child. Okay, so I've never really talked about this openly, and I don't know why I did not talk about this, but yeah, I've done like really crazy things as a child, and yeah, I basically enjoyed my childhood a lot. So this goes back to when I was like about 12 years old, and I was probably in like what, maybe 3 4 grade, yeah, if I remember. So one day I was playing with my friends, and it got like 6 or 7 p.m., and when it started getting dark in summers, I was not allowed to be outside anymore. My curfew time was like when it gets dark. Okay, this was my curfew time when I was a child. So yeah, I was a little late about that, so I just ran back home because I know my mother's gonna be angry, and she might as well be like, she might as well slap me here and then a little bit. Okay, so I was 12 years old, and I got back home, and I don't know, I was just really craving something. I just really wanted to do something, and I just want to be out real bad. But I asked my mother if I could like just go out for a little bit more, and she said, no, you're gonna be like fall asleep till 8. Okay, you eat your food and you just go fall asleep. And I was like, I hate you, mama. I hate you. And so I was just looking, I was just begging her to let me go out, please, please, I can't stay home, I just can't. And she was just not letting me stay there, okay? And she was like, you better go and fall asleep. So I just dragged my food out to her, and I was like, I don't want to eat this food, I want to go out. And she was like, okay, then you better sleep hungry. And I got into my room, and I put this blanket on my face, and I was just thinking to myself, oh God, I wish I could be out. I wish I could be out. I wish I could be out. And I knew for some reason there were going to be some guests at my house. Like they were going to come late. But yeah, my mother was like preparing some meals for them. And I thought I might as well pull some sort of prank on these guests. So my mother will be happy, and I'll be happy, and everyone will be happy, and they will think I'm such a nice child, and they would like just let me go out more. Okay, she would just sort of develop this trust towards me. But I was so fucking wrong back in those days. So I remember I had these crackers. When you fire them, you lit them up and you just throw them, and suddenly boom, there's a blast, and like it makes sort of sounds. Okay, and I knew I had purchased them, and I had like what 6 or 7 packs of those crackers. Okay, and there was like 36 in each pack. Okay, so I thought, let me just do this while the guests will be eating. I'll just go and I'll just lit up a crack, and I'll just throw it in, like, in their food, and they'll be like, wow, and it will go like boom, and they'll be like, wow, what a mischievous child you are, come here, you beautiful. And my mother will be like, wow, you're so naughty, you're so fun. And I'll just pull it off. And but I was just so wrong back in the days. Okay, I was just so wrong. I was just fucking out of my mind. Okay, I I don't know. You guys might be thinking I'm like I'm like a fucker. Okay, but I really was a fucker. Okay, so I closed my eyes. I was just pretending, and I've been falling asleep. And mother, she shut off all the lights, and she closed the door, and she turned on the AC, and she went out of the room, and I could hear like people laughing, talking about me, calling my name, because I was just little child, and they just was asking about me. I don't know why they were asking about me, but let's just move on. So what happened? I thought I'll just go out and I'll just pull this prank, and everyone would be so happy and they'll laugh. But I wasn't just ready for this. What happened? I got up, like I had my mother's phone in the room, okay? Because back then when I was 12, I did not have a phone, okay? So I lit up the torch. I go to my bag. I pull out a pack of crackers, and I remember I had also purchased a lighter in it. So I was just insane. I was just trying to, like, I thought I'll just light up one cracker and throw at them and they'll just laugh. But for some insane reason, I thought, what if I just light up the whole pack and I throw at them? What would happen then? And I just I just opened up the packet. Okay, there's just like weird, weird sort of banging on it. I just opened it. I put this lighter on. I like opened my door, the door of my room. I opened that door and I just walked. I was standing in front of my door, and but nobody would see me. There was like a little wall that would cover the rooms. So I lit up that pack, and I just ran like a little bit above. Okay, I just maybe like ran like 4 5 steps, and I just threw that back at them. Okay, I just threw that in, and suddenly like boom 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 boom, everybody got fuck you scared. Okay, everybody got fuck you scared. Okay, and yeah, like there was like little girl with them. There were like 4 people there. I remember there was this little girl. She was about like 8 years old, and she started crying, and all of them were like fucking haunted by that act. Like, what the fuck just happened? And the backs fucking blew up. Okay, and I was like, yeah, I did it. And I go out and I said, I did it. And my mother grabbed me by my ear and she beaten the fuck out of me. Okay, I was like, but I did this heroic act and I should be praised and I should be like, you should be thankful to me and all that. But she actually beaten the fuck out of me. I was like, why would you do that to me? Now when I look back, I realize I was such a little fucker. Okay, I was not a nice person. I shouldn't have probably not done that because I traumatized that little girl. Okay, I made her like she was busting crying, and I made her cry. Sorry, I made her cry, and I cried myself to sleep, and I was thinking, like, this is what the world gives you for doing such an heroic act. Okay, and I also actually planned to run away from my home, but I did not because I did not had enough money to go and eat fucking McDonald's. So yeah, this is a shitty story, but if you any of you enjoyed it and if it made you laugh even a bit, so do subscribe my channel, to like my video, to share it with your friends who were like mischievous like me when they were a child, who still are mischievous. Okay, because I think a child in you shouldn't die at any cost. It should live for you ever. Even if you're old, if you're 60, 70, 80, 90, it should live with you. But even after this is interesting conversation, we have come to this end. And I hope you enjoy this video. And yeah, that's it. I'll come back to you. And now I'm going to perform